Welcome, 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 welcome to Today with Tanza, where every day is different. I want you guys to come on in. Come on, close my door behind you, but remember, please check your energy before you come up in my shit, okay? Okay, so guys, today, can we talk about it for a little bit? Can we? First, let me tell you, it's a safe space, okay? We are all grown. We can talk about this. Ain't nobody gonna whip us. Can't nobody whip us out there. Are you a partaker? And how do you feel about the climate surrounding marijuana today? So let me tell you a little bit about me. 99% of people that come into my presence assume that I partake. The gag is, I am not. Now, this is not judgment. This is just Tanza's life. I grew up in the Dare to Say No to Drugs era. Weed was a drug. It was considered a drug. Whether it grew from the ground or not, however you view it or we view it today, matters not. It was a mind-altering substance, and so therefore unacceptable. And that's how I grew up. I took Dare very, very, very seriously. I don't know if you guys remember, but we had to do commitments, and I think was there ceremonies, or I can't remember, but it was serious, and you had to vow. It's almost like getting married. But I will tell you, much like I believe in divorce, the time did come in my life where I was willing to give weed a try. And believe it or not, I was 40. I think it was on my 40th birthday when I first tried marijuana. Yeah, it was my 40th birthday. I don't know, some people watching will confirm it, but I'm pretty sure it was my 40th birthday. But anyway, what I found was that it was no big deal. It didn't do anything for me that I couldn't do for myself. At best, I got a really good night's sleep. Subsequently, I've tried it, a couple of times more, and just found it to be unnecessary and definitely not worth the trouble. So it's just not something that I do. I'm not opposed to anybody else doing it. I do wine. I believe in wine, and I don't want you judging me for that, okay? You don't need, get out of my business. I'm grown. I feel the same way about weed. If that's what you do, that's what you do. That's your business. You are grown. Cool with me. But what I find interesting is that in the culture today, what I see is people talking about it like it is a healer to all problems. It's a problem solver as opposed to a problem creator. So there was this commercial back in the day that I remember very clearly. There was a guy who was sitting in the basement of his mom's home and watching TV or playing video games on the couch. And mom is yelling down from up top saying, go clean your room, or some nonsense like that. And he's on the couch and he's telling the camera, I don't know why people are, talking bad about weed. It's never done anything to me in my life. And then it fast forwards 20, 25 years later, and he's still sitting on the same couch, and mom's still yelling down for him to clean his room, and he's still saying the same thing. Weed's never done anything to me in my life. Point being that it has made him stagnant in life, and he has not accomplished anything. Very effective commercial. I find that today, young people today specifically, is part of everyday life that is used to manage everyday life struggles and anxiety and stress. Now listen, guys, we've all had to grow up. A lot of us are still growing up and going through growing pains. You live long enough, you go through stress. We all have a level of crazy that we've got to deal with. Why has it become so necessary to go through growing up without using weed or any mind-altering drug for that matter? Why is that okay? Because life, you're gonna have to learn to deal with one way or another. And if you have a crutch and you cannot manage through without it, then really you haven't solved a problem at all. You've created another one, right? Now, if it's your recreational thing and you just need it and have a good time, cool, do that. You smoke your weed, I'll whip out my wine glass, we sit here and have a good laugh and a good time. But let's not try to run from one thing and create another problem with something else. I think that's my position on it. What about you guys? How do you feel about it? What do you think? There are real problems out here. There are people with real life problems, and there's some problems that nothing but prayer and supplication, some therapy, some hard drugs, maybe prescription, whatever. There's some things that things cannot solve. But growing up, just growing up. Come on, y'all. Come on. Really? You gotta have a hit for that. You gotta have a hit for that. You're a punk. You're a punk. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope that you're having a great week. I hope that life is treating you well. I am working on some things. A lot of things in the making, in the brain that I'm trying to bring into existence. But I thank you guys for your support and keep watching. But until next time, where every day is different, I'll see you then.